Actually, Frank, you start because you're the narrator, so...
Narrator? I barely know it. Okay. Keep that in. Me and My Big Mouth is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
If you think I'm gonna say yes, you've got another thing coming.
Aw, come on, man.
No! How many times do I have to watch these goddamn Ernest movies?
I mean, how bad could it be? It's only 9 of them.
Do you know how many times I've seen this man in my dreams? Even the wet ones?
Wait, so does that mean are you Vern in these dreams, or...
It's been 2 straight months of this, man. Please release me from this torture.
Well, look, I would love to, but we gotta do another month of a pause because we got a guest this week, Trevor.
Why do we need guests? Are these people also forced into a contract with you to watch these shitty movies?
I mean, it's not a contract, it's more of a blood oath. Anyway, I promised this guy he could be a guest, and I can't just rescind on this offer.
Is offer another word for blackmail in your Irish culture? Because I heard the last episode, and you failed to tell me your sister blackmailed you. All because we made fun of her on her show? What are you going to tell me next? I made fun of Italians on this show. You're going to tell me the next guy coming through this is a full-blooded Italian?
Creek?
Ciao a tutti.
Me and my big mouth.
It's fine, it's free-flowing, we're all good. It's gonna edit down, we're gonna cut it, it's gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
So what other ethnicities do you want to make fun of?
Well, on that note, hey everybody, we're on a new episode of What Is This? A podcast about the weirdest, strangest, or maybe sometimes most obscure movies you never heard of. But, Trevor, today we got like a more infamous bad movie to talk about.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
You know, Trevor, I can hear from your voice you're super excited to talk about Baby Geniuses. But you know what? I'm going to say this is not my choice today. This is our very special guest. And, our special guest, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
I was never given a name.
You're never given a name?
No,
okay. Not on your birth certificate?
My name is Frank. I decided to torture the guests because of their commitment to anti-Italian American bigotry.
Yes.
So this movie was punishment for all of the half-crafted Italian jokes.
This isn't even an Italian movie.
That is not an Italian movie.
No, this is the punishment.
This is the punishment, but also when we were watching the movie, there was an Italian joke in this, so not even your punishment get away from that.
That was pretty generous. Was that a joke? You mean Dom DeLuise getting hit in the balls with a wrench?
Well, I mean, you could sum this movie up in a heartbeat with that. It's just like, oh, was that a joke? Because that was most of this movie.
I think it is a metaphor for what's going on with the working class.
Well, I don't know about that.
The wrench was capitalism, and his testicles were the working man.
Well, look, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's just calm down here. We can talk about the bad jokes in a second, but everybody that's listening, we're talking about the 1999 classic Baby Geniuses. Basically, this is one of the more infamously bad movies. This is about a movie about smart babies. And basically...
were they smart?
No, they weren't. They were and they weren't. They knew their Jeopardy questions, but they don't really know a lot of other stuff. But again, we'll get to that in a second. What I want to talk about is just a little bit of a backstory about how this movie got made. Because it's basically like...
Money laundering?
I feels like it's money laundering specifically for Jon Voight.
Hell yeah.
I feel like this was a Jon Voight idea with his co-partner Stephen Paul, and basically they're like, hey, we got this great idea. What if we just have super smart babies, and that's the comedy for the whole 90-minute adventure? And they somehow conned Sony Pictures to make this movie. That's basically the breakdown of what happens in this movie. Basically, they were able to con so many, like, directors and like other filmmakers and this. So like basically like this is directed by Bob Clark. This is the guy who created such hit classics like A Christmas Story. You got Porky's, not a problematic movie at all in these day and age, but it is a classic in some circles, a comedy movie.
Yeah,
but
perverts.
For perverts, yes. But Bob Clark wrote this movie after he got like the pitch by Jon Voight and Stephen Paul. Trevor, there's a very interesting trivia about Stephen Paul, the guy who helped co-write and produce this. He is a Sony producer. Do you want to guess what movies that he's produced in the past?
Ooh, it's either going to be like the greatest movies ever made or just more trash.
Well, I want to give you one more hint before I tell you. It's a movie that we have watched and covered on this podcast.
Oh, well, is it Bingo?
It is not Bingo. Sadly, it's not Bingo. That means it would have been a bad movie. Stephen Paul, he produced such classics as Tekken 2, Kazuya's Revenge.
Oh, no.
Also, another movie that we will probably watch in the future, but we have seen together off mic, Eminon. Do you remember Eminon?
Oh, my God.
But he's also a big Jon Voight fan.
4?
Yeah, he's a big Jon Voight head because, as Frank is pointing out to me right now, he did another show with Jon Voight called The Land of Israel with Jon Voight, God's Story.
So they're speaking for God.
Yes. So maybe Baby...
God, I wish I could just grift, man.
I mean, that's what this movie is. It's a grift. They were able to grift Bob Clark into getting him to do this movie because he saw like a 1-minute test reel of how this movie was supposed to work. And it's just nonsense. There's no way anyone from Sony to Bob Clark to anyone else that worked on this movie had to have thought this was a good idea. Like, there's no way.
Roseanne Barr and Rabbi Shmuley show.
All right, now, Frank.
I know. I'm just like looking down. Okay.
Well, just let you guys know we're filming a little bit off-site. I'm at Frank's apartment, so we're just looking through his computer right now and basically on some of the people that worked on this movie.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
No. Well, this is now stuck on his history, so Frank's now going to get stuff from Amazon via IMDb on like Baby Geniuses.
You're going to start getting baby food.
Yeah.
Amazon wouldn't mine your data.
No, they would never do that sort of thing. Please don't do this to me. So I'm just looking through some of the history about this. So we were talking about this. So the movie itself, the final product, is kind of boring. Spoiler alert when we go a little bit deeper into this. But the original idea that both Jon Voight and Stephen Paul gave to Bob Clark was supposedly more fanatical. Like, it was supposed to be just like a land of babies that talk and they can do things and there's very little adults. It sounds very much like Boss Baby in a way.
That sounds better than what we got.
It sounds way better. This thing has like corporate intrigue, or honestly, I guess let's just get into it just a tiny bit. So Kathleen Turner is like the big baddie of this movie, and she's just debasing herself in this movie for the most part. Like, this lady was such a big powerhouse in the 80s with Romancing the Stone, in the 90s with like Serial
really
Mom.
Bad direction.
Well, it's bad direction, but like Bob Clark's a good comedy director. Say what you will about things like Porky's or Porky's 2, but like the man's worked with mostly comedy in the 70s and 80s. He knows comedy. Porky's 2, the high mark of comedy.
Everyone's talking about Porky's 2.
God, what horribleness happens in Porky's 2? I don't even know, but like, I don't know. It's just like, again, Kathleen Turner is like kidnapping babies and like trying to like get them to do stuff. Like, the concept is weird. Trevor, you can explain it a little bit more because you kind of got a better idea of like what the plot actually is about in a way.
Well, I don't know if I would say that, but the only thing I remember is they make a huge deal out of it where they say that like the Tibetans believe that up to like the first 2 years of your life, you like have memories from like your past lives and everything, and you have just like unlimited knowledge up until you're 2 years old. And I think that's what she's trying to base this research on and why she steals these babies, but it makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no sense.
Nothing makes any fucking sense. It's just, okay, so like, they were not geniuses.
No.
It's just like, okay,
No.
they were super but they were also not super soldiers. They could, a baby would just do things that were super strength. But then in situations where they could just use super strength, they wouldn't.
They just want. It seems to me, weirdly enough, it's like when you have a movie where you're actually using babies and not like CGI monstrosities. I mean, there is CGI monstrosities, but nothing like crazy like it would be.
You
today.
don't want to see it live action if it's done well.
No, but my point is, it's like when you use live babies, that gives you a real limitation on what can actually happen in the frame. So my thinking is maybe there was ideas where it's like, yeah, this baby's going to jump around, do martial arts and all that. But it's like, no, a baby can't do that. So there's real physical limitations on what can happen in this movie. And I don't know what Stephen Paul and Bob Clark were thinking when they were writing this.
Well, so, I mean, there was ways to do this where it was coherent. And it's still like, you know, the kids movie formula where you're appealing to both the kids and the adult. And it's not, you know, a great movie. But, like, the thing is, there was bits, like, there was one bit where the ski. Okay, do you want to talk about the ski?
The best part of the movie.
Yeah, actually, you nailed it. It's the best joke in the movie where it's like, it's kind of like a Home Alone thing. So we got these two goons that are trying to kidnap a baby. One of the baby geniuses.
But it's showing the baby outsmarting someone, which is the only thing the fucking baby should be doing.
Yeah.
It's the only thing they should have a leg up on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So it was that, and it was like, oh, look, he's rigged the amusement park. Mm-hmm. It's like, and that was like two things they did in a 90-minute movie that was the premise.
Yes.
Related to the premise. Like,
yeah, a lot of this movie, again, they're supposed to be, they are baby geniuses, because the idea is, like, as Trevor mentioned, like, before they turn 2 or 3 years old, like, they have all this knowledge, and they know how to talk. They have, like, their own, like, language. I guess that's the idea. That was, like, actually the pitch of the movie, is, like, Stephen Paul saw, like, two babies, like, quote-unquote talking to one another at, like, a Sears, and he's like, hey, that could be a movie. And, like, I get that idea where you have, like, a bunch of babies that, like, can talk and do things, but, like, what the movie basically is just, like, we're just watching babies doing nothing for almost 90 minutes. Like, almost nothing happens in this movie outside of, like, a random kidnapping or two. That's about it.
It's just that, like, I mean, obviously I fucking hated it. I mean, it just kept making the wrong choices, and, like, I think there was a point where I think the reveal of the twin happened roughly halfway through the movie, where that should have been, like, the end of the first act. And it just, like, the movie just dragged in parts where it's like...
Well, I want to get into that, actually. So there's two, well, I mean, there's a bunch of baby geniuses, but the two leads, there's Sly and Wit. And what I don't understand is, and all three of us were questioning this while we were watching the movie, it's like, so this lady, Kim Cattrall, by the way, another big actress that's in this movie, Kim Cattrall had twins but didn't know it. So Kathleen Turner just kidnapped one of the kids, which happens to be Wit, and, like, she just never knew she had twins. How does that work? How did they do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny to think that the writer didn't think of it. It's possible because we were talking, maybe we didn't hear it. It also didn't earn our respect to be paying full attention to it.
I mean,
but it's also like, okay, here's the thing. If, like, in terms of, like, story logic, say, oh, they made her think the second one died. Mm-hmm. And then
but that's
the hospital... No, the thing is, this organization would have enough money to cover it up.
Yes.
They didn't even do that Band-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
They might have just thrown a piece of dialogue. I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either. Listening. Well, I didn't hear... Or read it. I mean, we had subtitles on, too. I didn't read anything how they kind of hand-wave that Kim Cattrall had no idea she had a twin.
This very wealthy organization...
Mm-hmm. Baby Co.
Okay, but this is where it isn't coherent. Is they're trying to unlock the secrets of the world because these babies have access to it.
Mm-hmm.
To what end? It's one... what, you figure out nuclear... like, it would be like, what do you... Like, what knowledge and how are you going to make more...
I mean...
It's just like, what is the end? You don't throw all that money if you don't have, like, a...
See, here's the thing. I think this head of Sony that greenlit this movie didn't think that far ahead. What's funny is, actually, here's one more little bit of trivia about the pitch of this movie. So they pitched it to TriStars, who is owned by Sony, so a Sony executive was here in the pitch, and he wasn't sure whether this movie was going to work or not. He's like, I don't know, this seems like too high concept. But then he watched the movie Babe, and then that's when he realized that this movie could work, about talking, like, non-sentient sort of, like, beings. And that's how the movie got greenlit.
That pig didn't fucking talk.
It did.
It did?
It did, yeah.
Oh, God.
Famously talked.
You know what? I guess I don't.
That's like the whole thing of the movie.
Whole movie is...
I guess I don't remember
everything
anything
talks
about-
in that
fuck
movie.
Fuck that pig. Fuck Babe.
But he goes to the
Fuck
city in the
Babe.
sequel. What are you talking about? Babe in the Big City.
George Miller.
Yeah. The guy who did all the Mad Max movies did Babe. How can you hate that? I mean, you can hate Happy Feet. You can fuck those penguins. I don't give a shit about those penguins.
No, I loved Happy Feet. No.
You both Happy Feet? You like both of those?
I probably liked Babe when it came out. I just don't remember anything about it.
But you remember Babe. But that's the thing. It's like, again, I want to remind the listeners here. This was Frank's idea because he watched this as a kid.
Yeah.
More
And you tried to lie and say that I enjoyed it. I brought it up because I remembered it being a bad movie. Because I was a young kid and I was like, I don't understand what's...
You weren't that young, though.
No, yes. Explain, like, how old were you?
You said you were 11 when you saw this.
What kind of media literacy do you think you had at 11? You guys have both said this.
Transformers is what I was watching.
In fucking Tolstoy when you're 11? What is this line of attack?
I was watching Tchaikovsky's Stalker at 11, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I was reading Schopenhauer.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You guys both so much more superior than me intellectually watching this fucking movie.
I was sniffing my own farts watching Criterion movies
Yeah,
at
let's
11,
not
thank you very
pretend
much.
like you guys were doing anything better when you were 11.
Okay, but this is a movie for babies. Like, babies are supposed to watch this, not 11-year-olds.
Babies aren't supposed to watch movies. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, they were probably watching Barney movies, maybe, but...
What? I mean, you don't think 11-year-olds are a target demo for this type of movie?
God, no.
What? Based on what? No, I'm going to push back on this.
Here's the thing. I get what you're saying, but, like...
You don't think a movie in the 90s would try to get an 11-year-old to see this movie?
Well, no, here's the thing. I agree with your assessment, Frank. Here's the problem, and we were talking about this while watching the movie. For a movie that's supposed to be about kids, because yes, a movie about talking babies should be
PG.
something.
What are the ages for PG?
But you're missing my point. My point is, like, what I'm getting at is, like, yes, this is a movie for kids, but, like, nothing really happens here where it's like a little kid, no matter what your age is, 11, 5, 2, whatever. It's like little kids are not going to be finding this movie entertaining. It's so boring.
Yeah,
for the
what do you
most
think?
part.
I drove myself to the movie? Oh, PG
Maybe.
movies are for 8 and older.
I don't know what you
11,
I don't know what you Akron kids were doing. You might have had a driver's license
I
at that
guess
point.
I should have just told my aunt to go fuck herself.
There's nothing else to do in Akron.
I'm sorry, where are you from? Kentucky?
Columbus, a real city in Ohio?
Are you in Columbus proper? You're not in some weird outskirt?
Oh, you mean like in the suburbs?
I mean, I'm in.
What is the exact name of the place you're at?
What is your zip code directly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving you my address here.
But it says Columbus on your address?
Yes.
Folks, this is my secret reasoning to have these two together is because both of them are from Ohio and they have very different opinions on how their respective cities are.
No, I don't give a shit about Akron. Who cares?
He won't try Skyline Chili.
He said that Skyline Chili is a thing in Akron. Because he went on Google, and you're a fool for discussing this on a recorded podcast. He tried to say it's a thing because there was one restaurant, literally one restaurant, that popped up in the past, 5 or 10 years? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a thing.
If it's
just like a pedantic and...
But if it's in Akron, it can be a saying now that it's in Akron.
You should have traveled to go get some Skyline. It's worth it, I promise.
I mean, what would have been better?
Absolutely not.
Would you have made it at home at least? Is that the problem? You could have made Skyline Chili at home.
No, you can't make it at home. Actually, no, you can get it in the grocery store.
Wait, they have it in Columbus?
Yeah. It was founded here, I think. I get a 5-way every time.
Look,
never seen it.
But like some Greek immigrant thought this was a great idea.
It is a good idea. It's wonderful. Grater's just made an ice cream flavor based on it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, Skyline Chili ice cream. Oh yeah, it's delicious.
So what is it, like a meat sauce base?
No, it's like a cinnamon. The Skyline Chili, it's sweet, so they use the sweet part of the chili recipe and they put that in ice cream, and it's nice. It's like cinnamon.
Frank, what are your thoughts?
I don't give a shit. There's worse. It's like people were putting bacon in ice cream or whatever. It's like
that's
like
true.
it just I guess because it's just the noodles with cinnamon and what else is on it.
I mean, I don't know the recipe. I'm not Greek, but it's good.
It's not Greek.
No, it is because a Greek immigrant invented it.
So, a Greek American.
Yes. Well, no, a Greek immigrant, a guy from
What
Greece.
do you think an immigrant is?
Well, but he was born in Greece and he moved over to Ohio.
Greek-style chili is a thing, and there's a sweet.
Maybe that's why he had to leave Greece, because he got ran out of town.
He came up with the idea of Skyline Chili.
Get the fuck out of here.
You better go the furthest depths away from us.
No, actually, that's what happened is the Greek government, they said, we're going to back our currency with Skyline Chili. And that's what crashed their economy, and then they kicked him out. Okay. They said, you know what the punishment is? Mm-hmm. Ohio.
See, here's the problem. You're from Akron. He's from Columbus. This is a Cincinnati idea.
It's a Cincinnati-based chili.
Yeah, Cincinnati-based chili. And I'm just looking at it right here. Originated in 1949 from Greek immigrant Nicholas Lamborghini.
That's how much this movie fucking sucked.
Yeah, we're just talking about Skyline Chili. But see, this is why I was hoping, because Frank is a very good friend, but he was also a coworker for like 2.5 years. And I can't tell you how many times I had to say 0 days without discussing Skyline Chili, because it was always a topic whenever it came up.
And he's never even had it. I'm the only one here who's actually even eaten this damn chili.
I was gonna say, have you actually, like, no joke, have you actually eaten that when you lived down there?
Well, the whole argument was,
I guess that's true.
I said it isn't a thing in Akron, and then he was arguing, yes, it is. That was the whole argument.
But you never been to
understand.
But you never been to Cincinnati.
And then you're saying, I'm the only one that ever tried it. So, yeah, I didn't try it because it wasn't a thing to try.
But you never been to Cincinnati or any of the other places where it might be.
I've been to Columbus a bunch of times. I didn't see it in Columbus.
Wait, then you're blind.
He put his blinders on, his Skyline Chili blinders.
There's a Skyline Chili open right now in Akron.
That's still an insane fact that he keeps going back to it. There's one. Where is it in Akron?
It's in Stowe.
Stowe? Okay, yeah, Stowe. I would not be going to Stowe for many reasons. That's also like a 30-minute drive from where I grew up. And Stowe even technically Akron? Stowe might be its own city.
See, I don't know. This is your two territories. I'm not from Ohio.
He was the one picking nits.
Picking it? Wait, what?
You can go there on your way to the national park, Cuyahoga Valley National Park.
No, that's a different direction.
I'm looking at Google Maps right now. You're full of shit. You can easily get there.
How big do you think that park is?
I don't know. It's frequently on the bottom of the tier list for national parks, so...
Why is that? Why is it on the bottom
it's
tier?
frequently on the tier list.
Look up any national park tier list, and Cuyahoga Falls National Park is always number 66 out of 66.
That seems like an insane thing that you're constantly checking on, and I think a normal person isn't like... So you're looking at more than one list of... the parks ranked in Ohio.
He just has 10 tabs of like the top tier lists of every national park.
Just some pathology we're like discussing or we're exploring here.
See, I'm just looking at where the Skyline Chili is in Akron. Like, where would you rather eat at? Would you rather eat at Skyline Chili or the Texas Roadhouse that's across the street?
Yeah, it looks like it's like on the on the edge of a rest stop here. So
Stowe, Ohio. I don't even know Stowe. That is such an unappealing name for a town or like neighborhood in Ohio.
Like, yeah, this movie sucks.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean,
I guess we could talk about the characters.
Yeah. Again, there might be some dirty cuts here because, like, we might have talked about Ohio for like 40 minutes there.
You can cut a lot of that if you need to.
No, that's gold. It's staying. That is staying. Hey, here's a fun trivia fact about Baby Geniuses. This was produced and funded by the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, is that why it sucked?
That's why it's devout of humor. That's for sure.
I guess I didn't see anyone drink caffeine or.
No, someone had Diet Coke, which has caffeine in it.
Let's get into some of the side actors in this movie a little bit. You got Peter McNichol. He plays the dad. People might know him from Ghostbusters 2, but also X the Eliminator from Harvey Birdman. That's where I know him from the best. And
if you're wondering if him and Kim Cattrall are gonna maybe have a sex scene in this movie,
maybe. You know what? Hey, there's a scene where Peter McNichol is like, neck kissing Kim Cattrall, which is totally awkward. Well, by the way, watching that.
I didn't like that because first of all, you could hear it. And also, at one point, it looked like he wasn't making contact.
No, he seemed very sheepish.
Which is even more...
He was hover-handing.
Did she say, "Don't you touch me"? Or did he not have the confidence to make contact? I don't know. Either way.
It was very awkward, but in that scene, he's talking about, like, let's have another baby. Let's have another baby. And, like, she's saying no, no, no. But then eventually the scene ends with her being convinced to go upstairs and have sex. It seems to be what they're implying.
Well,
anyway.
it seemed like they could only have sex to reproduce.
Yes,
which
not for fun.
Maybe that's a Latter-day Saint thing. You're not you're not supposed to have sex for enjoyment.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but you might be right.
But it was odd because it was like he wanted to have sex, and she's like, I don't want to have another kid, and then they like stopped. I was like, well, you're allowed to just do it.
That's true. That is true.
Was it late? It was later on in the movie that they went upstairs. Was it the same?
It was like, well, this movie.
I disassociated.
This movie. This movie feels like Return of the King in a way because it's like it takes so fucking long to get anywhere, and like there's so many endings. It takes for this movie is 97 minutes long, and it just feels like it's like 4 hours. There's just
at least when a Lord of the Rings movie is long, you're like, I should at least enjoy that.
Yeah, there's stuff to enjoy. There's stuff to look at. It's fun.
It's like, okay, director's cut was a poor choice. We need the Snyder cut of baby geniuses. If they're gonna be super soldiers, they should be snapping necks.
Yes.
And also, people should be dying. This movie should have been ridiculous. Whatever. There should have been more like traps or like.
Well, again,
riggings, MacGyver.
Yes.
Like the babies should have been like little MacGyvers.
They should have been. They're not. The babies, again, don't really do much. There's even...
The babies are fucking stupid, man.
Well, yes, but
These
also...
babies are dumb.
Going back to your training, there is a training montage, and the babies are so bad, they don't know... Like, they can't do anything.
They're doing like a bad news bear thing, but it's like they're supposed to be geniuses.
Yes, but they're just stupid. They have the same IQ as me. Like, they're just stupid.
Is it because they're American children that them being genius means that they're just normal?
But you're talking about like having more like traps or shenanigans. There is a sequence in this movie that I guess all three of us could say is the high point of the movie, where two goons are trying to kidnap one of the baby geniuses in Peter McNichol's and Kim Cattrall's house. So the kid, or baby I should say, rigs like a ski on a step.
As one is to do.
Yes, as one as a baby is able to do. And so the first henchman's like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to like hit me in the nuts, and then I'll just comically fall down the stairs and I can't get you. And then, no, that's not what happens.
By the way, just storm the baby.
Just storm.
You know what I mean? Just like it's like you don't have a dialogue with your. It was just such a.
Like Trevor, you can agree. They should have had a gun.
So easy to like, just grab the fucking ski, just grab it. It's like that is a baby.
But like the baby,
I guess the babies are super strong at some points.
But what happens is that the baby just throws an iron at the guy and he dodges it, but he still lands in between his legs in between the ski, so the baby just hits him right in the nards.
I do think that if the movie is more realistic, like. You've got 2 or 3 seconds before pain sets in, and that baby is gonna get his ass kicked.
Man, you just it's in the news these days. You just want to throttle these babies and just like shake them. That's what you want to do.
They weren't geniuses, man.
No, they weren't.
It makes me mad.
It's false. You wanted Einstein level geniuses here, and that's not what we got.
Well, that's what they were positing, that these were like they're gonna change the world with their knowledge of the universe. Also, by the way. As you said earlier, it's supposed to be reincarnation. They can remember their first 2 years of their life. An interesting version of this movie would have had flashbacks to what their former lives were.
Yes.
And these incredible things they did or whatever. We didn't get anything like that because that would have been good.
That would have been good. But we did get sweet baby POV to start the movie. Do you remember that?
I did not like that. I think there was also a shot that may have been soft focused. Yeah.
There's a lot of soft focus, I guess, technical-wise. A lot of soft focus in this movie. A lot of unnecessary slow-mo. I think just because these babies were not...
Trying to fill time, I think.
Trying to fill time, but also, like, I think these babies were just not good actors or just could be disciplined.
There's no way, man.
There's no such thing as a good baby actor.
It should...
No, shut up. Don't disagree with that.
I mean, I was gonna say Shirley Temple, but she was like pretty old at that point when she was acting.
That's not a baby actor.
No, that's like not even a toddler. She was like 5 or 6 when she was big. But hey,
that doesn't count.
That, by the way,
Are you
that's
too old to watch this movie?
well, that's an old school reference. By the way, the jokes of this movie are these babies just doing pop culture references that only your adult parents would understand, not so much the babies.
There's a Staying Alive dancing thing
Yes.
where I think I remember when I saw it in theaters, like those references, like this is for me. Like you know, where it's like I had seen them referenced in other things, and it just like this isn't for like.
But what's hilarious about that Staying Alive scene is A, he was able to find like a disco suit his size, but B, pretty confident. But Trevor pointed this out. It's just a midget with the baby's head superimposed on it.
I don't like that. There was another part where the baby had to get into. Is this the part where we organically laughed? Where he said, "Oh, I need to put on a disguise."
Yes.
And then he puts on just like over. By the way, this baby's a genius.
Yes.
And then it just puts on like a bunch of oversized clothes and has like a cigar.
Yeah. Well, I guess viewers, if you're confused, because this has been kind of all over the place. There is a moment where a baby is like for some reason with homeless people, and he knocks a homeless man out. And yes, as Frank says,
the cleanest homeless person.
He was very clean, and yes, the baby's all dirty and all that. I don't know how that happened. There, again, scenes deleted in that director's cut we're talking about that's 3 hours long. Snyder cut. But yeah, this baby knocks out the homeless man, just takes the homeless man's rags and his stogie, and is just walking down like Los Angeles downtown, just pretending to be a homeless man. Like that's one of the high water comedy moments of this movie.
Baby should have dressed up as another baby.
Probably should have. Well, no, he does. He dresses up as a girl baby, if you remember.
Yeah, he does drag.
And then also, Trevor, doesn't the girl baby, like, hit on the...
Yeah, there's this weird, like, implied, like, sex scene. I'm like, this is kind of weird.
Call me?
Yeah, she's holding the cigar.
Yeah, they're doing, like, the cigar after sex thing.
Yeah, who is that for? Is that for the 11-year-old Frank?
Who the fuck is smoking a cigar after sex?
That's a thing.
Well, cigarettes, yeah. Cigar would be
a
very...
cigar, because you'd have to... It's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while, and also that's just very, like... That's very, like, musky. That's very musky. Like, I don't know if I want that smell.
Oh, it smells like... I guess smoking in bed wouldn't be good either. But,
no, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, the implied baby sex was... Is that the most problematic... I don't know, whatever they were doing with the brother the whole time.
Yes.
Trevor, you talk about this. This was your you said it over and over again. This was your favorite character.
Yes. What was his character? What was his character name? Dinkle or something?
Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah, he kind of had a Sid from Toy Story vibe, but no, it was Dickie.
Yes. It starts. He every scene he has like a new ridiculous outfit, but the first outfit specifically, he's wearing like all pink. It's very like alternative, like emo goth kind of, but like all pink instead of like black. I don't know. You just gotta go. You gotta see it.
Okay, well this isn't a person. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like they went in the closet and they're like, okay, well this would look stupid and this would look stupid. You know what I mean? And it's just like...
But they were very ahead of their time because that's how kids dress now.
Trevor, doesn't he do 2 more costumes in this movie?
Well, yes, he does. Like, he becomes like a Tibetan monk or something. In the last one, he has like a cow ring on his nose.
Dom DeLuise in this movie, and they don't really do any fat jokes.
He doesn't fart once. There's not a single fart in this movie, which was actually pissed me off.
It wouldn't have objectively been funny, but after he got hit in the balls with the wrench, he should have farted.
Yeah, it would have been the funniest thing.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Make it sound a little wet.
A little wetter, yeah. Well, what's the catchphrase Sly has in this movie?
Yeah, diaper gravy.
I have a note here that says, "I want this baby to get hit by a car." That's when the baby was sitting in the middle of the street, I think?
Yes. Again, the baby's jokes are these running gags that aren't funny. They do, like, pop culture references that only your dad would understand, like Fred Astaire or, you know, again, Staying Alive. It's like...
That's right, they did do the Fred Astaire.
Yeah, putting on the Ritz makes no sense.
I get why babies shouldn't be born anymore.
Oh, God. Children of Men is our favorite movie now after watching this.
Yeah.
What's the fucking creature from... Goonies,
Sloth. Yeah.
So this movie has a sloth character that it's the most horrifying.
Oh, yes. So Kathleen...
Wait,
hold on. So Kathleen Turner's front, by the way, just to reference this, in order to, like, get the money, I guess, to kidnap these babies, to get the wisdom of the universe or whatever the fuck, she has this own, like, theme park which is hilariously is just the Circus Casino in Las Vegas. If you recognize the roller coaster, it's in that area. But basically, she has these like animatronics that like are like the mascots that take photos with, and like, yes, Frank, keep going. What this abomination that you see in the first and third act?
The most disgusting. It kind of is sloth coated. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a deformed giant baby.
Yes, just a big baby with a diaper.
Think of a baby that's too large and then double it.
Honestly, it looks
quadruple. It's what, 7 feet tall?
It's 7 feet tall. It kind of looks like the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit in a way.
And then so you see this monstrosity of a thing, and then they say that what are the Bobbins?
The Bobbins.
Yeah, Mr. Bobbin. Apparently, his illustration was so great that they stole it and made this mascot.
Yes.
Oh my god! Yeah, that was.
Yes. By the way, yeah, Bobbins. That is a Peter McNichols.
Robin Bobbins.
Robin Bobbins. That's when I knew we were in trouble. When that was a joke. Is that the wife's name? Kim Cattrall's name is Robin Bobbins and Dan Bobbins. That's supposed to be hilarious. But also, there's another great sign gag that confounded you the moment you figured out what was going on. But there's a diaper, I guess, cleaning or throwaway service.
I need to write this down.
It's called B. It's called P. Oopie Bottoms. And Trevor, what does that spell out?
Poopy bottom.
This was bothering you for a good third of the movie.
Here, I just wrote it down, Michael. You can see this.
Yes,
so
yes.
It's capital P, period.
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Uppercase O.
Mm-hmm.
Lowercase O. P-I-E.
Yes.
Why?
Here's my theory. P. Period Oopie. It's a guy's name. So this is probably a guy that runs the company. Maybe Peter Oopie. Maybe that's the joke.
Would poo hyphen pie be funnier? I think it's funnier. Poo pie.
Poo pie.
Poo pie.
Poo pie.
Poo P-Oopie's not working for me.
Oopie. No.
It's working for me.
Just visually.
Mm-hmm.
I hated it.
You hated it. You hated it.
I loved it. It was my favorite gag.
That tracks.
Well, it was your favorite sign gag. Your favorite gag was the ski to the nerds.
Well, yes.
I objectively hated the gag, but I was like, this is the type of thing they should be trying to do.
Mm-hmm. It's not the same kind of movie. My go-to baby movie is Baby's Day Out.
You shouldn't have a go-to baby movie. That shouldn't be a thing.
Maybe that does sound wrong out of context, but my point is that has a good, solid baby actor, or at least they film around the baby and it makes it entertaining.
Like baby acting.
You don't like baby actors?
Baby can't consent to act.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I'm going to assume these kids. So it's twin babies that are the crux of
a lot of cattle prods on set.
Oh God, yes, like shock collars, maybe, like maybe something like that.
Hope so.
But the crux of the movie is two twins, but it was actually triplets that were like the actors of this movie. And I was just looking them up, and like they never did anything after this movie. So at least their parents didn't force them to do shit after the one and done.
Wait, did they age out by the time they did the second one, or did they just be like...
That could be the case. But
you really fucked up your dialogue.
Yes.
You'll never work in this town again.
But also, if IMDb is to be believed, which, it might not be, but like these three kid baby actors playing the two leads, it's like, yeah, they never did anything afterwards. This is one and done. Maybe they, whatever money they got, they went to college.
I mean, they were super soldiers in the movie. I mean, they've got the skill set.
Do they? Again?
You saw that baby throw a human man 20 feet.
That's true.
Was this movie good?
I don't know. Trevor, what do you think? You know what? Let's just get the final judgments.
Is this the end of the episode? Oh, thank God.
Do final thoughts right now. What did you think of Baby Geniuses?
I'd rather watch The Wiz, so if that tells you everything.
What was your summation of The Wiz was you thought it was worse than Gallstones?
No, Gallstones were better than that.
Oh, right. Well, I think that makes sense. Frank, the guest, what was your overall summation of Baby Geniuses?
It was not good. Yeah, I kind of hated every decision they made. They just kind of made a bunch of weird choices, a lot of upsetting choices. Yeah, did not like it. I don't even think it's fun bad.
Oh, God, no.
I'm going to shock you all. This is the best movie me and Trevor has watched all year. I'm going to stand by... No, absolutely. No. I can't finish that.
Ernest Goes to Africa is better than this.
Wait, was it better than... What's that Amazon commercial?
War of the Worlds.
No, War of the Worlds is a way better movie than this. Absolutely, 1,000%.
Huh. I haven't seen it. I also...
It's free on Amazon. You got Amazon Prime. I saw you have it.
I'm not going to watch that shit.
No. Well, let me just sum up real quick. Yes, I did not enjoy this movie at all. Like, yeah, as Frank said, they make baffling decisions. It's not entertaining. Like, it should be a fun, zany, wacky movie, but it's just not. It just meanders, and there's just nothing to this movie. It's just boring. That's my overall line. Yeah. It's just boring.
And the thing is, I think we decided, like, the set pieces were fine. The cast was fine. It's not like people were putting in bad performances. I would argue the direction was bad. Mm-hmm. And there was times where, what's her name? Was Kathleen Turner? Where she was, like, yelling, and she was at about 70%. This is the type of movie where people should just be way over the top. They should stay way over the top.
I brought this up when he came up, but like we didn't even mention this. Christopher Lloyd's in this fucking movie, and like he can ham it up like nobody's business. He is not trying whatsoever.
He's playing it straight. It's not his fault though. You know what I mean? It's just
I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't blame the actors. Bob Clark, again, I know you don't. I guess you don't believe me. He's a great director. He's a great comedic director. But he made Christmas Story.
Christmas Story's good.
And like Black Christmas, well, that's a horror movie. That's not funny. But, yeah, I mean, Trevor, the way you like things.
There's a lot of horse shit on this IMDb.
Yeah. There is. No, his latter stage career is not great. But his 70s and 80s, pretty solid. It was. He was good at a time. I mean...
I can't believe you on this one.
You're not going to believe...
It seems like A Christmas Story was the only...
But he did Rhinestone. That Sylvester Stallone, Dolly Parton movie where he's this cowboy singer. You're telling me that's not good?
Yeah, it can't be. It cannot be good.
I guess on that note, everybody, this was a weird episode. It
was a horrible night.
We didn't really break it down scene by scene. I think we gave you the gist of what this movie is. Frank, we do this with all our guests. Do you have anything to plug?
Please buy all my products.
I could put the products in the link. Is there any products?
I don't got anything.
You don't got anything? No?
Yeah, I don't have any shows coming up, so no.
No? Alright.
Just give me, if you see me, just give me money, please.
Well, I owe you $4 for the Amazon rental for this movie.
Pay $4 to watch this movie. It felt like too much, but, yeah. Well, thanks for having me, I guess.
You put me through the worst night of my life.
I'll tell you what, and this is, maybe you'll have to cut this, but Luigi Mangione.
And cue the bingo music.
All right, yeah. Trevor, say bye. Say bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
What does ciao with 2 T even mean?
It means hello to all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how Italians talk. I'm glad that...
I knew it. He was like, I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get mad.
Not going to get mad about Italian stuff.